Hi, I'm Amanda Elo'esh, and I'm here with your weekly inspiration. And I'm here with a lot of grief in my heart right now. Last week I talked about sacred passages, and there's continued to be more grief and loss in my world. You can see behind me at my altar the bundle that's wrapped up is my dear sweet kitty Sven, who has been my amazing companion for 10 years, and he passed away just from being very, very old, and it was a long, sweet, gentle goodbye that I'm so grateful for. And as I'm dropping deep into another loss and feeling how potent it is, I wanted to share with you some insights that hopefully are very helpful. And the main thing that I want to touch on today is the experience of being emptied out. And we tend to want to fill our lives up with things. We want to get the glass full, not even half full. We want it all the way full. We want to have our bank accounts full. We want our our schedule full of good things. We want our life full of joy and happiness. And we don't often, unless we happen to have a meditation practice that brings us into emptiness, we don't often give ourselves the opportunity to really empty out. And usually it's a breakup or the loss of a job or something tragic, the loss of life, that brings us into emptiness. And a lot of the times I think we try to fill it up. We try to fill that emptiness up. And what I want to share with you that I've learned is that this opportunity to experience emptiness can be a really great gift. There's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of preciousness, there's a lot of sacredness in the emptiness, and it can definitely bring up old wounds of neglect and abandonment that can feel overwhelming. And so if this is the circumstance, then I encourage you to allow yourself to fill up with really positive, healthy things like prayer, meditation, exercise. Singing is such an amazing healing for me. Being able to create actual resonance and tones that vibrate in my body that help me to loosen up stuck grief is so helpful. But if you can, if the emptiness isn't overwhelming and doesn't bring you to a place of unbearable pain, then emptiness is an amazing gift, one, again, that we often don't give ourselves the opportunity, unless a rare circumstance, hopefully a rare circumstance like a death, brings us. And so I wanted to just talk about how emptiness can be such a rich experience. And there's a quote, I'm not gonna do it complete justice, but there's a quote by Hafez that goes something like, "For God to make love, for the divine alchemy to happen, he needs a still cup." And I would also add an empty cup, basically meaning for us to receive the immense gifts that are available to us from the divine, we have to be still and we have to be empty. Otherwise, there's no place for it to land. And what I've been experiencing in the loss of my dear, just most amazing companion, he's just been my best friend, really, my kitty cat. I've realized that I want to create spaciousness, and it really feels important to keep that space held for whatever it is that's worthy of taking that space up. And that's the interesting irony, is I think that when we go through a loss that's very tragic, that's very difficult, we can reach for the mental, emotional, and literal junk food to fill ourselves up, to comfort ourselves. And the unfortunate consequence of doing that is that we fill up that space with something that's not really, it doesn't do the trick. It's not worthy of whatever it is we've lost. If we've lost a relationship that means a lot to us because of a breakup or because of a death, or if we've lost an important part of like we've retired, or we've lost a job, or our home, or whatever it is, it's precious. It's been a huge part of our life and our identity. And to think about how good it might be to hold that space, to reserve that space for something even better, of better service to our lives. And I personally believe and have always experienced that whatever ends up filling that space brings me to the next level. And it's not like it's better. Like I can't imagine somebody or something coming into my life who's going to be better than my kitty cat. But I have that experience already in my life that I can celebrate, and then I get another thing, something else. And because I've held that space and really honored the importance of that emptiness, and really made sure that I didn't let TV or ways to check out, to numb out the pain, to end up taking up that time and that energy. I've created that emptiness as an invitation for something really, really beautiful that serves my path and that's going to be worthy, of being that presence in my life that my dear companion was for me. So I invite you to really think about, even if it's a small loss, something that leaves your life, and instead of reaching for that whatever, that substance or that experience, that's like the fast food experience, to just hurry and fill it up so it doesn't feel lonely or empty, to really actually give yourself the opportunity to feel emptiness. In the center of it is a lot of beauty, actually. And what I've found in my longing for, in the missing of my little man, my little kitty cat, in the center of it is just my deep love. And then when I can dwell in that, there's just immense gratitude that I have had such a great experience with somebody that I can miss so much. So I hope that's been helpful. I might try to tune into offering some tips on how to hold that space of emptiness, and I'll include it in my newsletter. So if you like what you've heard here, if you want more support, there have been other videos I've put on my website, Amanda Elo'esh. Feel free to visit, and if you want more insights than what you find in my video blogs, please sign up for my newsletters. You'll get the weekly inspirational video, and you'll also get insights and special information and tips that I don't put on my website. So come on over to amandaeloesh.com, check it out. And if you've had a loss recently, please feel free to share it in the comments. And how are you coping with that loss? And how do you experience the emptiness? And are you able to sit in it and hold space for something that's worthy of taking up that space again? All right, well, I think that does it for now. Just want to honor my sweet kitten Sven, say I love you, and bon voyage to him, and honor all of you who are dealing with grief and loss in your life. I just send my love and prayers for sacred peace and strength, and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Many blessings.